What it do, y'all? Welcome back to the JT&P UnCut YouTube channel and show, the best debate show on YouTube, no cap, and also the best sports media debate show out here on these streets, man. We got the goats in the building. We got Timmy Turner wishing for a burner.
What up, Protech?
And we got the corner in the building, the corner. And we got a lot to talk about this evening, man. We're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right straight into it. And yeah, man, we'll have a good time tonight, man. These two always keep us entertained. Shout out to both of these wonderful people. They're hilarious. This is gonna be a funny one. So let's start with a little NBA. We ain't talking no NBA on this channel, nor on this show yet. And we have a specific superstar that wants to stay in Brooklyn, in Kevin Durant. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about what does it mean for the Nets? What does it mean for KD? How long will this last before he gripes again? And are they contenders in the East? And what order you think they're in the Eastern Conference? We'll start with Jeris.
Obviously they're contenders. I think that's pretty clear. But they got to stay healthy. We'll see how many games Kyrie Irving plays. If something happens where they start losing in the beginning of the year, I can see him asking for another trade by the deadline or something. But I mean, they ain't going nowhere. They contenders, but they ain't going nowhere. That's just what it is. You got who Milwaukee. I got them. They probably 5. I put them at 5 behind Miami, behind the Bucks, behind Sixers, behind even the Hawks. Got better. Yeah, they about. I got them at 5.
Did you mention the Heat as well?
He said Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, you said Miami, Celtics, Bucks, Sixers. Do you have the Hawks over them too? So that would put them at 6.
Put them at 6.
Yeah,
Right.
you know.
I was thinking they're in the 5 range as well. I had the Heat, the Celtics, the Bucks, and the Sixers. But the Nets are an interesting team. They have a couple of older guys that obviously in their primes were pretty dang good, but they're really relying on that big 3. And then they have the guy that could be a 6-man a year. I don't think he'll start on this team with Seth Curry. I love that dude.
I love Seth.
Yeah, Seth's a great shooting guard coming off the bench. But they got Ben Simmons, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. Can that trio take them to the promised land? I say no. I don't think this will last very long. Let them go on a 2-game losing streak, and KD goes on Twitter, and he's all upset again, and who knows what's going to happen. I don't think they're real contenders out of the East. I guess crazier things have happened, but because didn't the Celtics just add somebody that was kind of crazy too? And then Miami's getting healthier. Victor Oladipo can be healthy and get back to Indiana days. I don't know. I don't think that they're have a very good chance of coming out of.
Yeah, you still got the Sixers with Harden and Embiid too, so it's just like a lot. And with Tyrese Maxey, so I completely agree with the Nets being in that 5-6 range. They're the biggest boom or bust team in the whole conference, though. Like if they boom, they're like literally like Eastern Conference finalist and fighting for Eastern Conference crown. But if they bust, they're going to be trash. And too many question marks for me. So
yeah. Malcolm Brogdon, that's who the Celtics.
Malcolm
added.
Brogdon, yeah, they out there, Malcolm. Yeah, so I just I don't see the Nets doing nothing crazy, bro. Like it's just too many question marks. Ben Simmons a question mark. Whenever KD's going to rant again, we don't know. And Kyrie wants to play one game and don't want to play 5 games. So yeah.
If Chris Middleton plays, Milwaukee probably goes back to the finals.
Yeah, Chris Middleton come back, they're gonna destroy the Nets. Destroy them. Destroy. They beat him without Chris Middleton. Shoot, crying out loud. So enough with the NBA stuff. We got Aaron Donald out here doing his thug Deezy. Not with these though. With the helmet. I don't got no helmet, bro. I can't find a helmet for y'all. But he was out here smacking me with the helmet, bro. Yeah, he's out here hitting people with helmets, bro. So my quick question to you guys is: what are your thoughts on the fight, and should he be suspended? How the punch should go? What's up with him real quick?
I don't think he's going to be suspended because the main reason Myles Garrett was suspended is because he did it on live TV. And if I remember right, I think that was a primetime game as well. So you had all eyes on that game, all NFL fans' eyes. This is a practice. Yes, it's on Twitter and it's spiraling around.
Spiraling out of control.
And
going viral.
I would be surprised if they do anything to actually. Maybe he'll get a fine, if anything, but I don't think that they're going to suspend him. There was a lot of people in that fight, and I know, yes, he was using the helmet as a weapon, and that was a big thing in the Myles Garrett discussion. But when you don't do it on the prime stage, it's a whole lot different. So I don't think that Donald will get a fine or suspension. I don't think he should either. It's not a good look, but he doesn't really have a history of it either. So I don't know. I wouldn't take it.
Jeris, your thoughts? Oh, you muted yourself, bro. There you go.
Give him 5 games. Call it a day.
You want to suspend him 5 games?
Give him 5 games and call it a day. I'm not wavering off of it. He think he can do whatever he wants because he's the defensive player of the year 2-3 times. One of them he didn't even deserve. Give him 5 games. It's unacceptable. Period.
So this all really stems from the fact that you're mad that TJ Watt didn't get defensive player of the year over Aaron Donald.
Give him 5 games. That's what he deserves. That's what he needs. He's not above the NFL. I don't want to hear it. Does anybody else, they get at least 2 games. Give him 5. Let him make a statement be made.
Well, that would be a statement, suspending him of all players, for sure. But he's not a bad dude. Like, he doesn't have a history and whatnot.
So what? Okay, so that's just like saying me and you on contract for under ESPN, and me and you get in the fight, and I take your headphones and I hit you with it. I need to be suspended for I can't say 5 games, for at least a month. Even though my history doesn't.
Well, that's different.
No, it's not different.
Yeah, because if we're in a back meeting room, like discussing the show, we're not in physical altercations like they are on a football field. People are getting shoved around. So, like ESPN analysts, they're getting on their three techniques and shoving people around.
That's what they fired Chris Carter for. He yelled at the producer or whatever the case he did, and they had to hold him back or whatever the case. They fired him. So if he get fired, Aaron Donald needs to go too.
Oh, jeez.
5 games.
No
max.
He ain't getting anything. Oh, Protech going to get his food, so I guess we have to.
Tim, the worst lawyer ever.
Tim, the worst lawyer ever? Why is that so spoiled? Spoiled just coming in here with the trolls. I'll read the chat while you guys are here. So Aaron Donald's a crackhead? Jeez. I don't think so. Protech looked like he got McDonald's.
I never understood that anyway. Like, why are you fighting in practice? Like, what? I'm one of those guys.
He didn't rob anyone at gunpoint. You were slicing this.
I'm one of those guys who, if I see my teammates brawling, I'm walking to go sit down on the bench to give me some water. Have fun. I don't got time for it. It's hot, and I don't got time to get injured. So y'all have fun. I'm the guy. I'm that kind of teammate, and I ain't helping. Even if the quarter got back getting beat up, I'm going to sit down.
You're not getting in the fight. You're not.
I'm not getting in. That's your business.
That's your business. Yeah. Did he come into the fight? I didn't know that part. Is that what you were saying? Like, or
no?
I'm just
saying in general. Everybody wants to go break it up and get into it. I don't care. I would just go sit down and drink me some water. That way, because the practice still gonna go on anyway. So while y'all brawling tired as I don't know what, I'm gonna go drink some water and I'm sit right there and I'm gonna give me a good seat and watch.
I'm gonna get me a good seat and watch. Bring out your phone, put it on Instagram.
Yep. Be like, look at these dudes out here brawling, stupid.
Somebody getting cut.
It ain't gonna be me.
It ain't gonna be me.
Why you ain't come help? That's none of my business. That's your business. You was there. You wanted to fight. You want to get. I'm good.
Yeah. But no, look, I'm saying that I think he should get fined. I think he should get in some sort of trouble. I just don't believe that a suspension is necessary.
I disagree.
But this is going to go on as a mark on his record. So if
Give him
he
a
does
game.
do more egregious things during the games or at more practices, that will then escalate the fine or suspension if that's what it needs to be, and you go from there. But it's way different than Myles Garrett doing it on the final play of a primetime game.
Myles Garrett got down and
And what Myles Garrett did was doing it against a smaller guy in Mason Rudolph. You put those two guys standing next to each other, and it looks like Myles Garrett eats Mason Rudolph's for lunch. I mean, there's no comparison.
Mason Rudolph held his own against Myles Garrett. I can respect it.
Dude, he got shoved down while there was another dude helping him out.
It don't matter. A man is a man. Win, lose, or draw, you gotta respect it. And I respect Mason Rudolph for going over there and handling his business.
But you're going to the bench. You ain't hanging out with him.
I ain't hanging out.
Awesome. All right, well, we beat that one to death for you, Tone. So
sorry about that. I had to make a quick run for y'all for the wife. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the next thing. Y'all hilarious. It's Tom Brady back in action this Saturday. Saturday fun day. Saturday no fun day. As he plays the Colts in the preseason finale after he missed the first two preseason games to a unexplained absence. Personal time. He did the Kyrie Irving on the good old Bucks. So we got quick thoughts on this one. And should he even play in this Colts game? And if so, why? If not, why? We're gonna go ahead and start with the corner.
Bucks gonna be trash. Look, he need all the help he can get. He need all the preseason snaps he can get. Todd Bowles, new head coach, don't know nothing about offense. His defense trash too. Give him some reps, with that new old offensive line, so give him some reps, throw them in there, see what they can get. We can get off to a fast start, hopefully.
Sorry, I was seeing that Yuki was talking about F the Bills, and I just read what happened. Apparently, Matt Araiza got caught, or there's a complaint about him mistreating an underage girl. So I just wanted to read through that. That's bad. But just to confirm, so you said it was a good idea for them to play?
Oh, I think he didn't care. He said it'll be trash regardless. They need all the help they can get. So yeah,
he'll be trash regardless. Good for Tom Brady. He's apparently played 20 out of the 21 possible preseasons. The only one he missed was in 2008 when he was coming off that injury in 2007. So other than that, he has always played in the preseason, and he'll keep that drive alive, or keep that streak alive, I should say. And good for him. He wants to play with his teammates. He wants to continue to build chemistry with them. He wants to continue to practice, work on his craft, even though he's one of the oldest players in the NFL. I just think it's kind of silly, all right? It's the final preseason game. There's nothing going on. You also still have a 2-week break. Tom Brady is going to come in prepared. He has chemistry with most of the receivers. The only one he doesn't have is Julio, but he's already played with Mike Evans a bunch, Chris Godwin a bunch, and whoever else they have. But they've played with Leonard Fournette. He's played with Brate, I think is still their starting tight end.
Yeah.
So he's played with all these guys before. He'll be fine. You have 2 weeks of practice. And 1 or 2 drives is not going to be the difference in what they are doing in week 1 of the regular season. And I know you would have liked to play a couple of snaps earlier, but now 2 weeks out, you don't want to have some stupid injury to the GOAT. And I just think it's unnecessary. It doesn't really do much for him. But at the same time, practice is practice. So this is basically a practice. But at the same time, in practice, the quarterback doesn't get hit. This time, Tom Brady could get massively obliterated in one snap by some dude that's trying to barely make the team. Yeah. Right? And now if you're playing Tom Brady, that means you got to play Tristan Wirfs, and you got to play all your other linemen because
Donovan
you're going to want to
Smith,
protect
all those
them.
other guys, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to want to protect Tom Brady at all costs. So now you risk them getting hurt as well. I think it's just an unnecessary deal, and you're just asking for trouble if you're Tampa Bay. Because if he goes down and they have, I know they have Kyle Trask on that roster somewhere.
They
If Kyle
got
Trask ends up on the field, they're
Trask.
screwed.
They are in good hands. Doesn't matter. Throw them out there.
He said, throw him out there. Throw him out there to die.
Yeah.
So next thing we're going to talk about now, shout out to, that's a pretty brief segment there. That's completely fine. We didn't need to talk about Brady for too dang long. He the GOAT. We're going to keep rapping about that man all day. Rookie quarterbacks. We have a few rookie quarterbacks in this quarterback class in the 2020 NFL draft, such as Matt Corral, whose season's already ended, unfortunately, with a Liz Frank injury. Get well soon, Matt. Also, Sam Howell, the 5th-round pick for the Washington Commanders. Got Malik Willis, the 3rd-round pick for the Titans. The only 1st-round pick in the 2022 NFL draft for quarterbacks was, of course, Kenny Pickett. And you have Desmond Ridder. We know Howell's not going to play this year. We know Corral's not playing. Corral's done. His season's over with. And barring any catastrophic thing happen to Carson Wentz, we're not seeing Sam Howell. We're probably not seeing Malik Willis either, as long as Ryan Tannehill's not straight trash. So it's down to 2 guys. We're not seeing Bailey Zappi either. It's the mini Mac show. So no Bailey Zappi either. It's between Desmond Ridder and Kenny Pickett. Which of these rookie quarterbacks are going to start week 1? Or is it going to be both guys? And why? We will start
more likely
with Timmy Turner. He be wishing for a burn.
All right, so I don't think any of them are going to start. I think Marcus Mariota is going to get the start in Atlanta, and I think that Mitch Trubisky is going to get the start in Pittsburgh. Both of them have been getting first-team reps in the preseason game, and neither of them have looked bad doing it. Like, not bad enough where one of these rookies are going to take their spot. The only one that has a chance would be Kenny Pickett, since he was a first-round pick, but he was a back end of the mid part of the first round, right? Pick number 20. He was not a top 5 pick where you feel the need that you have to force him in there, and they basically got another first-rounder in George Pickens, so it's not even like you're missing out on a first-rounder anyway, because George Pickens would have been completely worth pick number 20. So I think that this will be the first time since 2007 that a rookie quarterback will not start week 1, which is absolutely insane when you think about it. But Jeris could give his thoughts on it, and then I have some trivia afterwards for you two that I just happened to notice of first round or first QB rookie QBs that started week 1, and we'll go from there. But go ahead, Jeris.
I agree none of them is going to start, but I guess the question should be rephrased as who we going to see first. I believe it's probably going to be Ridder in all likelihood, especially after his head coach's comments. I don't even know if y'all listened to him.
I heard that. I heard it.
He said they're not waiting for him.
Yeah, they're not going to wait.
They believe in him, and they want him to hurry up, and they want to speed it up. So they want to throw him out there because they know when they do, he's going to take them off. So I say he's probably the first one. When I watch the Steelers, I think Mitch Trubisky possibly could play the full season because their offense is freaking amazing. Now, if he can't do nothing with that, I don't. I would rather put Kenny Pickett in there because he's just more of a playmaker than Trubisky. But you can ride the shit with Trubisky for a year. Maybe he gets hurt. All right, but I think they should put Pickett up in there. But I think Trubisky can ride the ship. But barring injury, I don't see Pickett getting in the game. Because I don't think Mr. Trubisky would play badly enough to see Pickett.
So you think Ridder's going to start week 1?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm
so
saying like the question. I said none of them will. I'm saying the question should be rephrased to who's more likely that we're going to see first.
Oh, okay. All right.
And you could see Willis over because if Tannehill, Garrett, you never know. I think we're going to see all three of them at some point.
All right. Assuming no injury, like who just wins the job? Who's the most likely to win the job?
Ritter.
It's got to be Ritter, right? Because the guy that he's going over is the worst out of Tannehill, Mitch Trubisky, Mariota. Mariota's the worst out of those three.
Facts.
So it's not even necessarily that Ritter's the best. You can argue. I know Jeris would argue that, but it's not even necessarily about that. It's about the guy that's ahead of him. And Atlanta could go easily 0-3, 0-4, 0-5, 0-6 or something, and they just throw him out there.
I doubt they let it get to that much before they put him out there. But I just think that they're pushing Ritter. They want Ritter to start. They're not rushing Pickett. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Because they have Mitch Trubisky in their offense. They don't mind
Mitch playing you.
Yeah, they can wait because they got Mike Tomlin. Like we don't need Pickett up in here for us to make the playoffs. So you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Rather the Falcons believe that we put this boy in, we can go somewhere. We can have a good season. So he's. I'm not a fan of Willis. Y'all know this. But as I said, I believe he can be a solid quarterback, solid starter. I'd rather see him up in there than Tannehill because
you know what
he needs to learn. He has to play. He's not you. Same thing with Lance. Stop sitting these dudes. What are they learning on the bench other than the playbook? Throw them out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, I believe Ritter will start week 1. I actually believe that. I don't think Kenny Pickett's gonna start week 1, just because like Jeris stated, they have Mike Tomlin. They win off defense. They're kind of a close to the vest type of team. They don't need to have this super explosive, crazy OD offense to win games.
Well, they do.
They almost made the playoffs with Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph for crying out freaking loud. If they can win 8 games with bum old Duck Hodges and bum old Mason Rudolph, they can win 9, maybe 10 games with Mitchell Trubisky. I'm not worried about that. So,
all right, I have trivia for you guys. This year okay, so I mentioned it when I was talking about it's been 2007 was the last time no rookie QB started week 1. Okay.
07, that is right.
Starting with last year, just name one quarterback that's a rookie that started and see how far back you guys can go as a team. So last year in 2021, name a rookie quarterback that started. Should be pretty easy.
Almost all of the rookie class started.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, all right. So 2020.
Justin Herbert.
All right, perfect. And Joe Burrow as well. 2019.
Start week 1?
Yep.
Daniel Jones?
Did Daniel Jones start week 1?
That's the only 2 quarterbacks that was good.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray definitely did start.
He was in that draft? I did not know he was in that draft.
Well, he was the number 1, and then Daniel Jones went 6 and Haskins went 15.
Well, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, I believe, also started, right? Because I don't think anybody was there.
I believe, yeah.
I think Eli was gone at that point.
You know what? Never mind. Eli did start. Eli was there then. I think Eli faded out, and then they put in Daniel Jones.
No, I think Eli retired already at that point.
Either way, you guys got Kyler Murray. Okay, so 2018.
Sam Darnold? Because Baker Mayfield didn't start week 1.
Sam Darnold did start week 1.
That's Mitch Trubisky class. No, that's not his class. That's Patrick Mahomes' in class.
Yep. All right, so then 2017.
Josh Allen?
Nah, that's 18.
We just named 18.
I'm saying
Josh Allen is in 2018
class.
2017.
Yeah.
Who's the class?
Yeah, I'm saying he was in the same class as Darnold, wasn't he?
I don't know. I
don't know. No, I don't think. No,
I know I'm not tweaking, bro. It has to be, bro.
Has to be what?
It had to be 18, right?
Rosen was with Sam Darnold? Yes.
It was Rosen.
No, I mean Allen.
Mayfield,
yeah, Rosen, Allen, Mayfield,
Darnold.
and Darnold. Yeah. Yeah.
So you said 17, right?
Yeah. So who started in 2017 as a rookie quarterback?
Rookie.
Trubisky. Deshaun Watson.
It wasn't Mahomes. I know that for certain.
Deshaun Watson.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I think it was Deshaun. Yeah, it had to be Deshaun.
Yeah, I think
Deshaun,
Watson
or
did,
Trubisky?
and I believe Mitch did as well. But another guy that started, I just was curious if there was at least one, and so I didn't look up them all. But Deshaun Kaiser, second-round pick for Cleveland, started Week 1 for Cleveland that year.
Week 1. Get the heck out of here! Forgot about that.
So that's another one. All right, then 2016.
Our very own Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that Carson. Yeah, Carson.
Yep. Carson Wentz started in 2016. Then 2015.
Marcus Mariota.
Yep.
2014. Call man Holder. And James
2014. There was only one quarterback that started in 2014.
No, I just disagree.
One rookie quarterback.
Blake Bortles.
You're not looking it up, Jeris, are you?
Yeah, I am looking it up.
No, it's supposed to be a trivia. I have the answers here. Don't look it up. It's supposed to be a trivia. Don't guess. Or I want you to guess. I know the answers.
Oh, well, Blake Bortles.
No.
Man, Blake Bortles started for the Jaguars. You lying.
Nope.
He said started Week 1.
Yep, Week 1.
He started Week 1. Blake Bortles.
Nope, it was only one in 2014.
I don't know the quarterback.
And it's a quarterback that you should know. He's playing today. He's on a very interesting team this year that could surprise.
No, I don't know who that
2014?
It's on a team that moved cities.
Oh.
Derek Carr?
Yep, Derek Carr 2014.
If
you guys get 2013,
Derek Carr.
He's that old.
If you guys get 2013, I'd be pretty surprised. There is actually
interesting.
Actually, one of these two is slated to start right now for a team in the NFL, but he's trash. And the other one was hot garbage. In 2013.
Jacoby Brissett.
Nope. That's a good guess, though.
2013.
Tyrod Taylor.
Nope.
Nah. Tyrod's been in the league by then. 2013. Dang, 2013?
Drew Lock.
I'm gonna start giving hints.
No, that's 19.
Dang, I'm bugging. Teddy, Two Glove.
He's in the NFC.
Two Glove.
Nope.
Winston.
Nope.
That was 2015 for Winston.
Yep. He's in the NFC West.
Garoppolo.
Nope.
Geno Smith.
Geno?
Yup. Geno Smith.
Geno.
2013.
Geno.
The other one was EJ Manuel.
Geno.
All right.
Oh, no.
2012 had the
Andrew
most.
Luck, RG3.
Had the most rookie quarterbacks start in 2012. There was 5 of them. Can you name them all?
Wilson,
Andrew Luck, RG3, Russ the Bus.
Himself.
Dang, I forgot all about Brandon Whedon.
Yep, Brandon Whedon started. Who's the last one? He's still starting today.
Ryan Tannehill.
Yep, Ryan Tannehill. That was the other one. 2011?
I don't know. Beyond me.
You should know.
How? Quarterback.
Played for one, Ron Rivera.
Cam Newton.
Yep, Cam Newton. And Andy Dalton was the other in Cincinnati.
Andy Dalton. Dang, time flew. I remember those
2010. Days. Only one started in 2010. We got 3 years left. 2010.
Sam Bradford?
Yup, Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford was nice, though. Sam Bradford was nice.
In 2009. Martin Mayhew drafted him.
Matthew Stafford?
Yep, Matthew Stafford. And the other one was a guy that played in D.C. for a short stint.
Kirk Cousins?
Nope.
Nah, Kirk.
Jason Campbell?
Nope.
Nah, that's actually 07. That's actually like 05. I know.
He is known for a horrible play.
09 as a rookie.
He's a horrible play.
Mark Sanchez.
Yep, the butt fumble in 2009.
Sanchez was all right for a couple years.
All right, the last year was 2008. Who are the two in 2008? Both names you should definitely know.
08? Flacco?
Yep, Flacco was one. And the other one...
Colin Kaepernick?
Nope.
Nah, he wasn't no first-round pick.
He didn't start his rookie season. Alex Smith was still there in San Francisco. But
Jake
the
Locker?
other one was...
Jake Locker?
Nope.
Okay, I was about to say, not
he
that
plays
Bond.
for the Colts now.
Matty Ice?
Yep, Matty Ice. All right, that was a fun exercise.
That was 08.
Because Jake Locker was 2010, bro. Yeah, I'm tweaking. Yeah, you got right. That's that was a good trivia.
Yeah, there you go.
That's crazy, bro. I got the 2010 jump right. I ain't
That
gonna hold you.
2012 draft could have been so special.
Right?
Marvin and Ted's ACL and Ryan
Andrew
Tannehill
Luck didn't get beat up.
beat up, and Tannehill won an actual ball.
Tannehill and Russell Wilson only last two standing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Whedon was out the league before his rookie contract. Trash. So let's get to the break of the show.
Yep, that'll be
We're
good.
gonna answer a few comments that I have found very interesting.
Start with the money one.
Not a lot of them. Actually, we're gonna start with the super chat. Shout
Yep.
out to Hawk for the $20 dono. Shout out to the sports pack, Jeris, Tim, and Protech. Last preseason test our depth. Let's see if time will tell if they pass the test.
Yes, we're going to see a lot of the depth this year, or this week, I should say. Yeah. And it's going to be interesting. We're going to discuss it in this back half of the show of what spots are up for grabs and who's really trying to fight for a roster spot. But, yeah, it should be an interesting one the final week.
Gosh, talk about Tyron Smith. We will talk about
the injury. The injury.
Yeah, the
injury. Is he out for the year? I vaguely saw.
The earliest he can come back is late December. So they basically had to make the playoffs when they play again this year.
Oh, jeez, that's unfortunate.
It's a full hamstring tear that caused a broken knee. It's weird. I don't know what the freak happened, but it's weird. It's weird. Will Howe end the Ravens streak?
I don't think so. I really don't. I like Howe, and I mean, I think he can have a good game, but with how our defense is playing, especially our depth of the defense, are we really going to stop Huntley and company? And I don't even know. I think Huntley will probably end up playing the whole game again like he did last year against us and just slice and dice us. Like, are we really going to stop Tyler Huntley? You know, I'll be rooting for my team, obviously, but honestly, it doesn't really matter, though. It's a preseason game.
Yeah, we're going to get destroyed. In my Chief Keef voice, no. We're not doing that. So let's just move on to the next thing.
Let's get win.
Next.
You ain't going to sneak by. We winning. We ended it. That's what it's going to be.
If you do want your chat read in that segment, just to let you guys know, super chats will definitely take priority.
My turn to shine. We winning. What you want to bet on it?
We'll get to that point. All right,
I bet the full $15 right now. Who want to take it?
I actually already bet $15 on this game. The other
way. Bet another 15.
He said,
all right, I'll bet another 15.
Book it. That's what I like.
You want to bet 15? You want me to write that down for you? You gonna pay me?
Yeah, I would pay you. I am in. Already got a bet with. I got a bet with Protech. And I got better my brother. That's 40 for him, 10 for Protech, and 15 for you. I'm getting in preseason form.
All right.
You just all right. Y'all funny as heck. Let's just get. Actually, do that one more.
And if anybody, I am betting all year on games. So you want to come at me? Come at me.
Oh yeah. I gave my boy Joe your number, so you guys can talk about that whole Niners bet. Y'all can have fun with that. Oh yeah. But do you think starting Lance and starters for the final preseason game is a bad idea, considering how injury prone that we can be? You start with Jeris on this one. That's our last question before we get back to that.
Sure. Sorry, guys.
Y'all defense trash outside of your D line, so I doubt your D line get hurt really, but your offense, you know. Give Lance. You put Lance out there with the third stringers. Give him a series and call it a day.
I wouldn't worry too much about Lance getting injured. He's a big body. He's not an RG3. I don't know exactly what his history is off the top of my head, but Trey Lance is not some scrawny dude.
As I said, Brandon Ayuk the best receiver on that team.
He's not, but
he is.
Debo
had 1,400 yards last year.
I don't care what he had.
Through the air.
What that mean to me?
I don't care what he had. With freaking Jimmy G throwing to him.
Trey Lance, I'm going to say this again. Brandon Ayuk is Lance's guy, not Debo.
All right, we'll find out.
If they try to force feed Debo the ball, they're going to struggle. Let freaking Trey Lance throw to who he wants to throw to, who he's comfortable. He's comfortable with Brandon Ayuk. That's his guy, not Debo. You heard it here first. And Brandon Ayuk first 2 years was better than Debo's. If he get the same amount of targets, guess what? He had the same numbers.
Jeris is talking nonsense. We can move on.
Okay, he's better than Debo. I said it.
We're gonna stop tweaking. And get to the actual show. So we're gonna talk about the commanders. And we had some roster moves over the last couple of days to trim our roster from 85 to 80. We did put Tyler Larson and Chase Young, Nathan Gary, and Eli Wolf on. Whoa, Larson and Young put on the PUP list, and the other two are on season and the IR ending their season. Also released Kelvin Harmon, Rashad Hill, and we signed Jake Houseman and Kendall Blayton. Kendall Blayton is the guy that caught all of the passes in the Super Bowl with the Rams. And Houseman, I don't give a crap about him. He's irrelevant. And we did waive Mr. Samus Reyes with a injury settlement. What are your thoughts on these moves? We'll start with Timmy Turner. You be wishing for a burner. All right, Tim, what are your thoughts, my friend?
It was sad to see Kelvin Harmon go. I know we're big fans on this show of Mr. Kelvin Harmon, but the problem is if he's going to be the 6th or 7th receiver on this team, you got to play special teams, and he didn't seem to be a special teamer for us. And I don't know if that's because he wasn't capable or if not willing or what, but he's not a top 4 receiver on this team at best. He's at best 5, but most people would rate Cam Sims over him. I probably wouldn't, but most people would. The coaching staff would. So that puts you at best 6. And you got to play special teams if you're the 6th guy on the team, and he just didn't do that. So, bye to Kelvin Harmon. Rashad Hill was just, it is what I wasn't worried about him.
He was hard.
And yeah, the ones going to IR though, those were interesting because now Chase Young will miss the first 4 games of the year officially, which definitely sucks. But hopefully he comes back 100% in week 5. But he may even miss more time than that. Tyler Larson is definitely a blow considering the health of our offensive line in the past. Now, hopefully all of our center, Chase Rouillet, and our guards, Trey Turner and Andrew Nowell, are all healthy. Because if any one of those goes down, Wes Schweitzer can immediately step in and be fine. But if one of those guys goes down, Larson would be our primary backup, and that could hurt a whole lot there. So that's a scary one. Nathan Gary, I didn't really care about. Eli Wolf was just a camp body. We're signing a couple other camp bodies in Jake and Kendall Blanton. Those guys aren't going to make the team. And it is very, very sad to see Samus Reyes go. I was rooting for him big time. He's a super athlete, long shot story, but his road now comes in Washington, and that's very, very sad. So overall, it's just a sad day on these cuts, and that's what it usually is, but saw some guys go to the IR or getting cut that I liked. So that's sad.
Kelvo ran his course. You should have caught that ball when you had the chance to. You didn't. That's your fault. Goodbye. I don't care about the linebacker. Samus Reyes, they could have used him in a different position, but they didn't want to. They did barely get to do a shot. They're idiots for that. Chase,
it's him. He just couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah, well, that's their fault. None of the other Titans are healthy neither. Why not cut them too? Chase is the biggest story. 4 games. We gonna need him because this defense is trash. So I'm hoping that it's no more than 4 games.
Yeah, me too. And I'm sad to see that it's going to be 4 games. I was hoping it's under.
I mean, I think the first 2, I think we fine, but I think we fine against Dallas too. But against the Eagles, we will miss them in that game. But the Dallas in the first 2 games, we should be fine. Right. But the Eagles,
that run game can be nasty.
Hurt's gonna look like Randall Cunningham out there, boy. We're gonna get smoked.
Yeah,
we gonna get smoked. Let me not say stuff like that.
Roger thinks he doesn't come back till week 10. That's insane.
Woo! That's insane. They did take that piece of patella tendon out of a knee to fix the ACL. So complex surgery is kind of nasty. They had to do all that with me. It took a piece of my hamstring, but yeah, that's not here nor there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not there, here nor there. But yeah, my thoughts on the move. Sam's Reyes had to go. Right, it's a project. The project's over. We got 20 tight ends. We're good.
Yeah, way too much depth. That's a great point.
Yeah,
a lot of depth at the tight end spot.
Kelvin Harmon. I love Kelvin, but you had opportunity. You dropped the ball, bro. You didn't drop the ball in practice. I promise you. When I watched him in person at that practice, at that training camp practice with Rio and Jalen, he didn't drop a daggone thing. He didn't drop his lunch pail. He didn't drop nothing.
Catches like that are hard to make, though.
Because
you really have to look catches like that in all the way through. Because it's contested, and it's always a sideline, sunshine, and you got to really look that through.
Yeah, facts.
And I just think that he tried to run with it before because he knew he was going to score a touchdown. He tried to, like, hurry up and run with it rather than just focusing on it. He just messed himself up.
But yeah, it is what it is with Kelvin. I think Kelvin will find his way back on the practice squad. I'm not really too concerned with it. And if another team signs him, I wish him the best of luck. But I do think that just like last year, he didn't get a bunch of exposure. They don't know who the hell Kelvin Harmon is. They saw him in 2019 get a little bit of bump. We don't know who the heck he is. The league don't know who the heck he is. So you can always get stabbed back on practice squad. Not really worried about that. Charles Hill's trash. Period. 2 Titans getting signed. They're just bodies for this third preseason game. To get through the darn game, they'll get cut Monday morning. Who gives a crap? The guys going IR, Eli Wolf, they just want to kind of stash him away. Kind of how they did Cam Sims 3 years ago. Nathan Gary's trash. He'll find another team on an injury settlement. Who gives a crap? Chase, you'll be fine, bro. I don't want to see Chase like week 8, maybe even week 9. I'm kind of agreeing with Roger, just because that patella tendon, that part of patella tendon going to your other knee, that could be kind of troublesome. And Tyler Larson, whatever, he'll be fine in like 4 weeks. Who gives a crap?
Man, Jeris geeking over there.
He is geeking. What is he dying, son? Why are you dying? What is wrong with you, bro? Why are you tweaking? You scaring me.
Right.
Bro, why are you in fetal position, bro? What is going on? What is going on, bro?
He's nervous.
Nah, that man said Nathan Gary's trash.
It's trash, boy.
Everybody was hyping him up. This speedy linebacker. I hate it when they do that. Rico be doing that crap. Street, what's that other boy name? Sway Run Speedy. Don't tell me I know daggone speedy linebacker. He ain't even play it down.
He's a former Eagles. He's always trashing me. But let's get back to the point at hand. Once an op, always an op. But let's get back to the point. Antonio Gibson. I'm tired of bringing this boy up in his fumbleitis and his foolishness. But now he has been moved to the primary kick returner on the Commanders, and now has going to have much more less significant role as a running back in the running back room. And does this mean that Brian Roberts is now running back 1? We'll start with Jeris, the Gibby lover.
I mean, hey, that's what they want to do. They're going to find out soon enough they made a mistake. So at the end of the day, you should trade Gibby at the deadline because there's no sense of you having him because you're not going to use him really. You're going to try to, but you're not going to use him. See, you can get a free safety back from him, primarily. Please get a free safety.
You said free safety.
Please get a free safety. That's how I view it and look at it. He's not gonna get nearly the opportunity that he needs. So
he's gonna get plenty of opportunity in this offense. Okay, he's not going to be the primary ball carrier on first and second downs, but he's going to be on the field a lot. We're going to still see a lot of Gibby. At least 50% of plays he's going to be on the field in some way, shape, or fashion, whether it be a slot receiver, 5 receiver sets on the field with JD. We're still going to see a lot of them, and him at kick returner or a punt returner, both, I want him there. I think that is exactly where you put a guy with that type of skill set on the field, and he could absolutely thrive in it. He's got great size and speed, shiftiness. He could do it all. He's perfect in space. The only thing that he really has, of course, is the fumbling issue. He's got to fix that. But I think that's more mental because he's inside the tackles where he does not thrive in, and he does not understand where he's supposed to go. He's questioning himself the whole way, and he's trying to do too much because of it, and he ends up putting the ball in harm's way. Now, in a area that he's familiar with, he ran kickoffs and punt returns in college. He knows how to get in space. You saw it in the Buffalo game with that screen pass. You get him in there weaving in through defenders. He could be tremendous at it. He could be an all-timer at kick returner. He's that kind of an athlete, and that's what I want to see out of him. But we'll still see plenty of Gibby. And, God forbid, B-Rob goes down. Gibby will be right back in the fold, and he's going to continue to practice and continue to try to work on in between the tackles. What's that?
Oh my
god! I hope he requests the trade.
Oh my gosh!
And another thing is that he's going to be the primary running back in the 2-minute drill because he could do both better than either JD can do both or Brian Robinson can do both. So you're going to use him a whole bunch in that 2-minute drill in very important plays. We're going to see him in the game towards the end of the game. You're going to see him in a lot of different ways, and the guy can be an absolute, he may get half the touches he got last year, but he could end up with, I don't want to say the same amount. He's not going to end up with the same amount of rushing yards because he had 1,000 yards, but he can end up in the same amount of total yards, even though he's not getting as many touches because he's going to get it in very special circumstances where he can get big chunk plays. He can end up with 1,000 total yards of offense between receiving and rushing. And don't trade this dude. It makes no sense to trade him because running backs are a dime a dozen. They have no value.
Go find free safety.
There's no value in running back. You're not getting a good free safety for freaking Antonio Gibson.
I need an average. I need anything better than what we got.
Then you can probably find that on free agency.
Where? I looked at it myself. Is none. Trade him.
Who's not out there? God. I don't know. I haven't looked at the free safety.
All right,
We're not trading him. We're not trading him.
I'm making a video on it, as a matter of fact. Let him go.
Oh, my gosh. I can't
Let him be free. Let him go where he's wanted. Let him go where he'll be greatly appreciated with another team with a real offensive coordinator. Maybe the Rams. Trade him to the Rams.
Okay, so I'm gonna give my
Andy Reid and him. What's that safety? Juan Thornhill. Trade him over there to Andy. Give me Juan Thornhill. I'll take him. Juan Thornhill. Give me a fifth, and I'll take that.
This is hilarious. All right, so we're not trying to.
I'm making a video on that.
I do actually. So my quick thoughts on this is, I don't think Brian Robinson is gonna have this job for too long. I don't. I really don't think he's gonna have this job for too long.
I think you're nuts.
Just hear me out.
Bubba Bolden's on the free agency.
Because Antonio Gibson does things in this running back room that neither J.D. McKissick can do nor Brian Robinson can do. The dude just did have 1,000 yards with bad vision and couldn't hold the football. If he could fix those two things, the man's a complete back. Period. They're two fixable things. It's not like the dude is,
unless that's their
not
plan.
able to produce. He's produced.
If it was their plan to say, you know what, I'm gonna let you go. But if it was their plan to be like, you know what, put him in kick return, that'll help him hold on to the ball and help his vision out. That's basically like in-game practice.
Facts.
Then we'll put them back. So that could be what they're doing. That'll actually be the smartest thing that they ever done in their life. But they're not smart. But if that is what they're trying to do, that is kind of smart.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And also, it helps him still have a role for him on a team while he's fixing those problems all at the same time. And he's going to still get 10 to 12 touches a week. He will still get the ball in space. And I love Gibson in space. And I think they realize they need to use this guy in space. I do think he could be a really good running back one if he can hold on to the football. But as of right now, he is great in space and use him to his strengths, which is in space. Give him screen passes. Throw the boy a slant in the slot. Shoot.
The thing about our offense is
get him one cut and go outside when it's him and the linebacker to beat, shake the linebacker, let him get up out of there.
The problem is our run style is that of a Brian Robinson type. Our offensive line is made for Brian Robinson running style, not Gibby's. That's the problem. Our running scheme is like a Brian Robinson kind of back. You can't, and yet Gibby's still out there be pushing 1,000.
GPS into your run scheme. It's not. We don't have slow.
The only offensive lineman we got that can get out is Sam Cosme. The rest of them can't get out, which is why I'm kind of mad we gave up Brandon Sheriff. But that's the only guys that's athletic and quick enough to get to the first and second level.
Sadiq Charles actually looks pretty decent on that.
Man, don't mention no Sadiq to me.
He was you remember that Jahan Dotson screen pass? He was the one that came out and you hit that waylay block to set Jahan on that nice run.
Sadiq Charles trash.
Sadiq might be coming in as a guard, maybe.
But Brian, listen, Brian Robinson ain't gonna last long. I ain't tripping off him. They gonna say Brian Ho, y'all gonna keep that. They ain't gonna say all he do is run up the middle. Stop that. He can't go outside. He can't do nothing. All he is a bruiser. They gonna eat that boy. Once they figure him out as a route.
I'm gonna say this though. I do believe this. If Gibby can fix his vision and the ball handling, he's a better running back than Brian Robinson. We've seen that boy have 1,000 yards with bad vision. The man left 300 yards on the field last year. He could have been 1,300 yard back. Fix the vision, hold to the darn football.
Get that. He was on pace for 1,000 yards as a rookie and 16 touchdowns.
But also,
nobody want to mention that though.
Maybe the way Gibby can win this job is eventually they go running back by committee. So all right, look, we don't got no legit RB1. We're gonna go running back by committee. You got a hot hand, we're gonna run you.
Look,
this should do anything.
Brian Robinson is a completely legit RB1 after what I've seen the first 2 weeks. I'm not saying not legit, Tim. Okay, and he is a guy that you can give the ball to at least 20 times a game, and he can wear it down a defense. This is not a question mark. This guy always falls forward. Have you seen his vision as well?
I don't care about his vision.
There was the one play where he's freaking hop-stepping and zigzagging between all the blockers perfectly and got a 9-yard carry. Every single time, it takes 2 guys to bring this dude down. He does not get arm tackled. Like, when somebody just reaches out for him, he's going to fight through it. We saw so many times Gibby just get tripped up by a single hand reaching out and hitting 1 foot. Brian Robinson is not going to have that happen. Brian Robinson is not going to be the next Derrick Henry. Brian Robinson is not going to be the next Nick Chubb. I'm not saying any of that. But at running back's a dime a dozen. All you need is a guy that falls forward every single time and averages 4.5 to 5 yards a carry, which is something that Brian Robinson can do.
If you can give me 600 yards a season, I'll take it.
Gibson is not better. I see a comment. Gibson is better. Gibson is a better athlete. He's more athletic, but he's not a better running back.
He's a 600-yard rush and about 8 touchdowns. I'll take it. Congratulations. That's your RB1. Fantastic.
He is not just a 600-yard running back.
He's just a 600-yard back. That's what he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
That's what's wrong with y'all now. Thinking that man is
he's not a 1,500. He's not a 1,500-yard back, but he's completely can be 1,000. He's a
600-yard rusher about 8.
He could easily get 1,000.
You lost your mind. You lost your mind. What world?
Enough. Mute y'all. Enough of this.
Yards.
Say enough. Okay. We're not going to argue with ceilings of running backs here, okay? We're not going this far today. Always ask about him being a running back 1 and how long this is going to last. I don't think it's going to last the season if Gibby can prove he can hold on to the football. If you cannot prove that, Brian Robinson should be RB1 permanently. When Gibby's contract run out, he'll be long freaking gone. So I am done with this conversation.
Trade him.
No one's going to trade for a running back. I know Darwin. I would not. This is not fantasy football.
Okay. If they put him up for trade right now, somebody gonna trade for him.
6th round pick.
Give me a free safety.
Go get Bubba Bolden off the free agency right now. Screw your trading for bid.
No, I still want to trade him. Sign Bubba and still trade him.
Nope, I want Bubba. Give me Bubba Bolden. And
Give
Brian
me a
Hawkins
bat
is
that
on
doesn't
the
fumble.
free agency.
LOL.
Who?
Brian Hawkins, safety from Michigan. He wasn't too bad. Bubba's my be preferred though. Go get Bubba, man. That would be huge.
They're idiots. They won't do it.
I see both sides of the argument, but right now, Brian Robinson's RB1. I'm gonna roll my guy. He's the guy right now. He got the high hand. He ain't fumbling the ball. He's not putting the church money on the floor. And until Antonio Gibson can prove otherwise,
Brian Robinson, he's a back that can just.
I'm sorry to tell you.
He's a solid back.
I love Gibby, but it's a wrap.
He's a solid. He's a solid back.
He could be a LeGarrette Blount. Solid running back. He was never a top 5 running back in his career, or a top 10 even.
Brian Robinson, LeGarrette Blount, I could rock with that. I'm
he could be a LeGarrette Blount. Hard to bring down. He's not a bad athlete. The guy can move, and he's actually a pretty decent athlete. He's not Antonio Gibson athletically, but he can totally do things athletically plenty at the running back spot.
And he got a little more wiggle than give credit for too. So I can see what Tim's going with that. But I want Gibby to be RB1, but he got to prove he home to the football. I'm sorry, not sorry. And what spots are being fought for on the roster before we get out of here? And we'll start with the corner.
None. Like none. Nothing is being fought for. Like free safety is trash. We already know who's gonna be there. Corner's trash. We know who's gonna be there. The D line's trash. We know we're gonna be there. Like nothing is fought for. It's literally not. You're pretty much out here looking for who's going to be that fourth corner, or that fourth safety. That's what you're looking at going into this game. I think Dax Milne's already a lock for that last spot. There is no running back battle. There is no receiver battle after that. There's no tight end battle really. I think
Jonathan Williams is a guy that could potentially make this team though.
They're gonna throw him on a practice squad.
I think
like you don't throw him on his practice squad. There is no competition anywhere. Like
Milo Eifler fighting for his job, and he may be able to earn.
There is no competition at linebacker. David Mayo, the third string. That's it.
And also, I did not like what I saw from Khaleke Hudson. I would want Milo Eifler over both of those guys.
Yeah, Khaleke Hudson did not look good at all. I can't disagree with that.
So, nobody.
I hope Milo makes this team. I'm looking for Milo against the Ravens. I'm looking for Jonathan Williams versus Jarrett Patterson. I'm looking at Steven Parker. He did good things the first game. I didn't see much of him the second game. Can he try to fight his way up the depth chart at all? And I want to see Mark and Michelle. I want to get him some opportunities as a punt returner maybe as well. I don't think he's getting any of them. But Mark and Michelle is the guy that I want to see try to do some things. We saw him in practice a few times. And he looked good on the FedEx Field practice, but we haven't seen much since. So it is what it is.
I think the question should be, who needs to make this team? Steven Parker should be a lock. Period. He better not be cut. Steven Parker needs to be a lock. He's the only one. He's the Jared Patterson of the preseason for me.
From last year.
Yeah, he's on defense. Federian Matt, let's go ahead with the next 5 go off of him.
Alex Erickson needs to be cut from this team. I'd be mad if he makes it.
Cut Federian Mathis.
Here, all right, on to the next one.
Okay, I think it's the last topic tonight. I call it lock of the week, but
yeah,
I think the only spots are actually available on the roster are the last cornerback spot, the last safety spot, and that's about it. I don't see anything else. They keep 4 tight ends. They already got the 4 tight ends they're going to keep. I don't think they're keeping 4 running backs. I doubt it. I really doubt it just because Gibson's.
You know what? I think they do. Because
Gibson's playing special teams. Why keep 4 backs then?
Because of that very thing. Because he is playing special teams. So they probably don't count him as a back. So now you're keeping Brian Robinson, JD, and they don't like Patterson, so they some haters, idiots. But I think they keep four.
I want JP make this team, but it ain't happening. I'm gonna keep 3 backs because
I take Jeris Patterson as a starter over Brian Robinson.
He trolling now. All right. And all serious, and they keep 10 offensive linemen. I think that's another spot that they might be fighting for, the last offensive line spot. But that's only 3 spots I got: safety, corner, offensive line. The 10th.
Who should be cut? That's another question.
A lot of dudes should be cut.
Nah, let's be real. Right here, right now on Front Street, who's the guys that should be cut from this team?
Alex Erickson.
Okay, that's one.
Hold on, let me pull the roster back up. Let me think. Who should be definitely cut? And then, like, that's listed as probably going to make the team. Keith Ishmael should be.
Get him out of here. He's trash. But they might keep him because Tyler Larson's on the pup list. So that kind of makes sense.
Is Tyler Larson's on the pup list?
Yes.
Keep Willie Beavers. It's better over there. And then Cam Sims should be cut.
Shout out to Ella with the super sticker.
I'm not a Cam Sims guy. But he's the only receiver with size, so he's not going to be cut.
I'm tired of Cam Sims.
Khaleke Hudson should be cut. David Mayo should be cut.
Sadiq need to go.
Much faster than slow.
Sadiq need to go. Bobby need to go.
Bro, this man playing all first team reps. You want to cut a dude?
Cameron Curl need to go. Deron Payne need to go.
Sadiq.
Montez Sweat need to go.
Bobby.
Carson Wentz need to go.
You're not going to cut Bobby.
Jahan Dotson need to go. I can't handle it, dude. Jahan Dotson. Dude, I can't. Dude, Jahan?
That's exactly I trade him for George Pickens right now.
And if I have to see 17 on the field one more freaking time, I might switch teams. All right. Terry needs to go.
Make me sick.
Terry
it's amazing. It's amazing to me.
Must be stopped.
It's amazing to me how fans Jahan Dotson hype just quieted down out of nowhere. That's very amazing to me.
Jahan, my guy, so he'll be fine. I'm not worried about Jahan.
All right, let's do lock of the week, so we'll get out of here.
800-yard receiver. But let's get to locks of the week, man, because we gotta wrap up this show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what are your locks of the week? I'll give you mine real quick. Washington is going to lose to the Baltimore Ravens. That's my lock of the week. And also, whoever is playing the Atlanta Falcons, just pissed off Jeris.
So you got Jacksonville.
So,
by the way, who went 4-0 last week? Who went 4-0? Jeris. Jeris, who won?
You did.
Jeris.
Because
of
the guy that you were slicing up, the trashiest quarterback I've seen in my life, and Felipe Franks came in and stumped the joint up. That's why he lost.
That's why he was my favorite quarterback of that draft, just so I could win this bet.
Trash.
Let's go.
Stupid guy.
Let's go.
Let's go. Good old Jets.
Taking my lock.
Yeah.
To get me back on top bars. I'm taking Sam Howell over the trash Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And
right,
give
so
me my Atlanta Falcons over the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, ATL.
And I'm surprised that y'all didn't talk about. Matter of fact, we cannot end this show without talking about. We're playing our starters in this preseason game.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't get into that. I don't know how long they're going to play them.
Probably a series, not much.
But why? I think the defense needs to play the entire game. Okay, all of them. The offense, I don't get.
They're playing against Tyler.
All right, here's my locks of the week. I got the Chicago Bears over the Browns. All right, they're going to play their starters a lot, the Chicago Bears. So the Browns are probably not going to play like anybody. So I got the Bears over the Browns. and there was one more. I got Pittsburgh over the Lions. All right, because Kenny Pickett's still going to be play. They're trying to keep him balling, and he's probably not going to start. And there might even still be starting competition over there, so we may see some quality reps there. So I got Pittsburgh over the Lions. Those are my 2 locks of the week, and I'm staying undefeated, 4-0 right now. Bing, bang, boom for my locks of the week. Hop on the train.
Splash Bros got me hilarious, man. But I think that ends the show. We got our locks of the week. And right now I'm 0-3, so I don't care about locks of the week. I suck at preseason.
Get back on track. You just
bro.
Get back on track.
I'm waiting for regular season when it really matters.
It's only 3 games, okay? We can get back on track, man. You know, you could end up being 25-3 and then it'll look great. Okay, who cares how you start? It's about how you finish. All right.
Okay.
Come on, Protech. Get your head in the game.
All right.
Don't give up on me.
Hey, bro. Okay,
Don't do it.
My man Splash Bro, so he gonna come with the Clippers and help us.
All right, close us out there, Protech.
Yeah, man. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Also, have a great one. Be safe. Be healthy. Guys, have a great, wonderful weekend. We'll be back here Monday at 7 p.m. with another JT&P UnCut. And we're gonna go crazy. This is gonna be a dope segment all season long. If you guys want some more NBA topics to let us know, guys, be easy. And we'll catch you on the next one. Shout out to Tim and Jeris, the GOATs, the best debate show on the tube, no cap. And also the best sports media debate show out here on these streets. Undisputed, don't got nothing on us. First things first, what's that? What's a Nick Wright? What's that? What's a Chris Broussard? What's that? What's a Stephen A. Smith? What's a Sass? Get out of here. Trash. Be easy, y'all. Peace.